Shalom everyone, hello, how are you? My name is Ro'i, Ani Ro'i, and today we're going to learn all the letters in Hebrew from Aleph until Taf, and we're going to look at every letter. It's going to be really fun, really basic. Before we even start, my name is Ro'i, and I am the founder of Hebreways. You can check out our social media on Instagram, YouTube, like here, TikTok, and we post daily content about learning Hebrew, both modern and biblical. So it's a perfect mix. And so let's get to it. These are all of the 22 letters. Before you might get scared and click off and block me and never watch me again, let's take a look one by one. A few facts, stuff to know about before we get to the first letter. So Hebrew is actually read from right to left, opposite than English, opposite than many languages. The books start like this, so people might get crazy over this at the beginning, but it's normal for us. As we know, the Hebrew Alef-Bet has 22 letters. There are also vowels in Hebrew. They're called nikud, and we're not going to cover them today. Today we're going to talk more about the letters themselves. And there are 5 letters that at the end of the word, when they take a different form, they are called sofit, final letters. We'll see those at the end of our video. Okay, are you ready? Aleph, the first letter. Aleph makes the sound of A. It depends on the vowels, the nikud, which we'll learn. Let's take 2 words for example. On the right here, you can see Abba. Abba means dad or father, and it starts with Aleph. Abba. On the left, we have the word Ani. Ani means I or I am. Abba, Ani. They both make an A sound. Moving on to the next letter. Bet. So bet, just the way it sounds like, bet makes the sound of B. So it's really nice that the sound of the letters usually correlate with the sound and like the English word, bet and B. And 2 words that we can take from bet is banana or bite. So on the right we have banana, which is the same, Hebrew and English, banana. On the left we have bite, bite, house or home. Bet has another twin sister called vet. Vet is really similar. There's no dot in the middle of the vet. You see, like bet had a dot inside. If there's a nikud, you will see a dot inside. If there's no nikud, like we saw in the examples, you just won't see it. Bet makes the sound of B. Vet makes the sound of V. And it usually a word doesn't start with vet. We'll see some examples and as we go along. So we had Aleph, Bet or vet, and now we have Gimel. Gimel makes G sound. So one big animal that makes G, that starts with Gimel, is gorilla. Gorilla. Same as Hebrew as in English. Gorilla. And glida. Glida means ice cream. 4th letter, Dalet. Dalet makes the sound of D. D. Dalet. So another animal that starts with Dalet, like English, dolphin. Dolphin. I chose easy words on purpose just to emphasize how similar Dalet is with D. Dolphin. And on the left, we have Dag. Dag is fish. We got Nemo in here. So dolphin, the dog. D. Dalit. Letter number 5. Hey. It's like someone saying, hey, what you doing here? Hey makes the sound of H or A. 2 examples we have here on the right. Historia, history. And on the left we got Hamburger, hamburger. Historia, Hamburger. It's like a ha sound. Okay. Letter number 6 is Vav. Vav is a tricky one. Because Vav, in the beginning of the word, it makes V sound, like the name of it. Vav, V. But we'll see along if it's in the middle of the word, it can make an O sound or even an U sound. 2 examples. Vanille. Vanille is vanilla. Remember we said before, Glida was ice cream. Vanille is vanilla. And on the left, we got villa. Villa. Like the one I have in Hawaii. Villa. I'm joking. Villa and vanille. Perfect. We're doing well. Letter number 7. Zain. Zain. Sounds like Z. 2 words from Zain is zebra. 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 Easy peasy. And on the left we got Zahav. Zahav means gold. Letter number 8. Chet. Chet, of course, it makes the sound of ch. And this is not like a native, intuitive sound for English speakers. Chet. It's like something in your throat, like mucus. Chet. And let's see 2 words that start with chet. We got hummus. Hummus. Again, in English, it's kind of hard to pronounce it. It's hummus, but hummus, we say. Or the classic challah. Challah. This is a bit more known as challah bread. It's a good mix. Challah and hummus. Letter number 9. Tet. Tet makes the sound of T. And let's take a look at 2 words that start with tet. Tuna. Tuna is tuna. Tigris. Tigris. Tiger. Number 10. Yud. Yud can make the sound of Y, like Y or I. So we got the amazing country of Israel. Israel starts with Yud, it's like Israel. On the left, we got yogurt. Yogurt. After Yud, we got Kaf. Kaf is a K sound. And it also has another twin sibling, like Bet and Vet, which is called Chaf. And Chaf is Ch sound. I haven't seen words that start with Chaf that often. So let's take 2 examples from the letter Kaf. Kelev. Kelev is dog. Kaf is spoon. The 12th letter is Lamed. Sounds like L. For example, limon. Limon. Lemon. Or limonada as lemonade. Whereas on the left, we got limousina. Limousine. Limousina. Limon, limousina. We already did more than half. Mem is the 13th letter. Mem makes the sound of M. And for example, we have here mango on the left. Mango, my favorite fruit. Oh, mango. And then on the right, super important, maim. 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 And you can see the yud after the mem. Maim. After mem, we have nun. Nun sounds like N, like an N, nun. What we'll have for noon is noodles. I picked an easy one, noodles. And New York, New York. So this is just to emphasize the letter and the sound. So noodles, New York, like an N. Samech. Samech comes after noon. It's making the sound of S, like an S, like snake. We have here on the left, sukar. Sukar is sugar. And then on the right is sefer. After samech, we have ayin. Ayin is a bit of a tricky one also, because people confuse aleph with ayin a lot. So ayin is like a deep A or H. It's similar to aleph, but it's more deep. It's more like a throat sound. For example, we have the word cake. Cake means uga. Uga. And then on the left, we got ayin. Ayin. Uga and ayin. Great. After ayin, we got pay. Pay makes the sound of P. And we have park. Park, usually we say park for park. So park, and on the left, pita, the classic. We had challah, now we have pita. And the letter pay, like we said, has another sibling, just like the ones we had before, pay, and there's also fei. Fei, this one has no dot inside, and it makes the sound of th, like an F, like falafel. 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 Or football. Usually we say football for the American football. Less my taste, but football is football, the American one. After pay and fei, we have tzaddik. Tzaddik is a ts sound. Tzaddik is it's like the sound of tsunami or tzipor, which is bird, tzipor. Not very common in English as a letter, of course, but it's a sound ts, tsunami, tzipor. Perfect. Okay, carrying on, continuing. We got kuf. Kuf is a more defined K. It's like k, kuf. For example, we have koala. Koala. Very sweet animal. Cafe. Cafe. Coffee. Koala, cafe, and so on. We'll see more examples in the future. After kuf, my personal favorite letter is resh. Resh is like an R sound, like my name, Ro'i. Let's see some examples with resh. We got rakevet. Rakevet means train. Rakevet, rofe. Rofe is doctor. So these are not so similar to English as the way they sound, but we got rakevet and rofe. Shin. Shin, you can see it looks a bit funny, their shape of shin, but I really like this letter as well. And there's a dot on the right corner, on the top. It makes the sound of sh, like we're in a library. Sh. Shin has chocolate. 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 Or the classic shalom. Hello. So chocolate and shalom. And we talked about the letter shin. There's also another twin to shin, sin. Sin is like an S sound. For example, sameach. In Hebrew, we say a lot sameach. Like when there's a holiday, we say chag sameach, happy holiday. Or on the left, we got Safa, which means language. Now, the last letter, Taf. Taf is another letter that makes the sound of T, Taf. For example, we have here Te on the left. Te is T. And then on the right, Tapuach. Tapuach means apple. That's it. But I said that we'll cover some final letters. So we see the Sofit final letters. There are only 5. And then let's see from each one like in an order. So these are the 5, but let's take a look. So Chaf Sofit, remember we had Chaf, was like Melech. Mem Sofit is like saying Shalom. We had Shalom. Nun Sofit, final nun at the end, is like saying Ain. We had Ain before, and it ends with Nun, so it looks a bit longer. Tzadik Sofit is the final Tzadik, like meats, juice, meats. And Fei Sofit, the Fei at the end of the word, it's like Kaf, which we saw today, ending with a F, with an F sound, so Kaf. That's all of the letters, including the final letters. I want you guys to let me know in the comments, how was it? Is it your first time learning the letters? Was it easy, hard, crazy? And let us know what you feel, what you think. And don't forget to also check out our Instagram channel. We post every day except for Saturday. And I'll see you next time. Peace. Shalom.